What's up, guys? Hey! Happy week 3 check-in. I have a friend with me today. He's happy to be on screen, isn't he? Hi, buddy. Are you happy about this? Are you the star of the show? So, as far as the third week goes, I made it to the gym 6 days this week, so I was really proud of that. Woo! Uh-oh, Penny's gonna start barking. 1 second. And then I obviously did not eat perfectly because it was Thanksgiving. So we had delicious food. Look at him, he's so cute. Had delicious food on Thanksgiving, and then it was leftovers all weekend. Oh! Okay. I like to talk back to him when he makes noises like that. But then we had leftovers all weekend, and it was delicious. We also went hiking pretty much all weekend too, and so we did an outdoor workout. I'm gonna post the outdoor workout and then my weigh-in. So yeah, here's that. So for this workout, we did a 3-part outdoor circuit. Aaron made up the whole thing, thanks to him. So this is all his idea. First part was burpees. You did 15 burpees. Second part is kettlebell swings. There's so many varieties to these, but I just did them like this. You could do one arm, or you could do overhead, or, you know, more of a squat. It's up to you. And we did 15 to 20 of these depending on the weight. And then lastly, I needed a little bit of assistance with this, which is why Aaron's doing it with me, but it's tire flips. These ones were really heavy tires, and on top of that, my core is still recovering a little bit from the C-section. This is totally how I felt. I kept grunting. I never grunt. Me and Aaron couldn't stop laughing. It was down and back, and that's it. So last week I was 140.7. This week I am 144.6. So this is a 2-week difference, especially after a holiday week. It's something I'm really happy with. I can actually see some very, very slight changes, and for the better, surprisingly, right after Thanksgiving. So I'll point those out and then do a little discussion. The big things I see here is a little bit of increased muscle mass in that second picture in the middle. Obviously, I'm flexing in the second one, but that is common if you've taken a lot of time off for your muscle to kind of show up faster when you start working out again. So there's that. I see a little less body fat on my glutes and a hair less on my stomach. I still look bloated in that bottom picture versus the top picture where my uterus just feels like it's pushed out. But it looks like I'm starting to tighten up just a little bit there, which is nice to see again. Those are the major differences. I mean, obviously, it's not a huge change at all, but it's only been 2 weeks. And it was also over a holiday weekend, so I'm not feeling too bad about this at all. I actually think it's great, and I'm excited to keep going forward now with the next few weeks before Christmas, so I can see where I can get by then. As far as my body weight goes, I'm not surprised, and actually I think it's a good talking point, so I wanted to come and mention it. So my weight was like 144 pounds this week. The week prior to that, I think it was 140, so I'm up 4 pounds. But really, I'm not. So I've been working out 6 days this week. I lifted 6 days, did cardio, I hiked. I got way over like 12,000 steps, I think 3 different days this week. So I'm not really 144 pounds. I didn't gain 3 pounds of fat in this last week. Like, I definitely didn't eat that much to gain that much weight. The reason why I'm up like that is because of a variety of factors. Most likely being bloat from sodium, because last night I had, what did I eat last night? I had some chips and pretzels that had a lot of salt in them. So my assumption is that it's from sodium. I'm probably holding some water weight just from all the extra different foods that I was eating over the weekend. It could quite possibly be from a little bit of increased cortisol just from the holiday weekend. I get stressed out really easily, so like just planning things with the baby probably stressed me out a little bit. Having that extra food and doing some extra workouts, and then also I probably didn't sleep as much as I usually do. And I just, being a new mom, you get a lack of sleep too, so that can cause you to hold on to some of that water weight and increase your stress. So all of those things are like the reason why it was probably so high today. I bet in 2 days, 2 to 3 of those pounds will drop off. And then by next week, I'll be back to like 140, if not lower than that, because my body does look like it's better this week. So I wouldn't be surprised if I'm actually a little bit lower than that right now. But it's crazy like how much your weight can change on the scale. So that's why sometimes the scale isn't like the greatest, most accurate measurement, which is why I also take pictures And sometimes I'll do like measurements with a, what are they called? I don't know, just like a little measuring measuring tape. So I'll use that sometimes too, because it's a little bit more accurate than just looking at the scale. Scale is a great place to just kind of check and see how you're doing, but it's never going to be like fully linear. And I'm glad that I caught this on camera while I'm doing it, so you guys can see that it's kind of up and down, and it's pretty normal for that to happen. So anyway, we'll see where I'm at next week, but I'm glad you got to see that. I'm glad you got to see the physical changes too. Granted, they're not huge, but it's only been 2 weeks, and you only just barely start to see changes at 2 weeks, and I just had a holiday weekend. So I'll bet another 2 weeks from now we'll start seeing bigger differences. And I'm going to focus more on my diet now that I'm really getting the gym down. So we'll see how that goes next week, and if you guys ever have questions, let me know. I will include them in the video, and I will see you next week.